Oh ho ho, what's this? A Dank net upload that's not 3 weeks to a month from the last one? I can't guarantee this will always happen. Realistically, I'm trying to aim for a video a week, so I gotta start somewhere. Plus, I'm about halfway done another large video for you guys, so I figured I'd take a little break, try to refine my editing skills, and pound out some extra content for you guys. That's the kind of guy I am. Don't worry though, it's good too. We had Charlie Z losing his UBF title. We had a piss-fueled mutiny. We even got a touch of Blahatism. Roll it. So I know I'm stretching it a bit with Charlie Zelenoff here because some of these events happened a little over a month ago, so they're not quite as recent as the rest, but it complements what we've already established with the GOAT. So right before Charlie left off for a short vacation to the motherland, he pandemic blocked me on Instagram, then he blocked me again on his new Instagram. I cover all that more in depthly in the season 1 finale, but in retrospect, it's probably the hardest breakup I've had all year.
He was special forces, man. Like I said, that body shot, man. Great body shot. Hit him with a great jab.
Soon after getting back into the swing of things, the fitness gods graced us with a sequel to the Astro Burger beatdown.
All right. Bitch. Meow. Sit. Meow. Bitch. Okay. I'm gonna get you.
I got you.
I got you. Okay, I'm gonna kill.
Calm down, man.
I'm gonna kill him.
Calm down.
I'm gonna kill him.
Calm down.
I'm gonna kill him.
This fight is like the first time you have sex. It didn't last very long, it wasn't as good as you thought it was gonna be, but at the end of the day, you're glad it happened. For real though, I'm actually a little disappointed here. Not necessarily at tempo, but at that fucking worm of a camera guy he has. I've clipped enough videos together to tell when something's cut out, and I'm pretty sure that camera guy kicked Charlie in the head when Tempo was holding him down. Here, I'll show you the part I'm talking about. And if he did, that's not right. Fuck that camera guy if he kicked Charlie in the head. That makes him just as bad as Charlie. One-on-one is whatever, they're grown men. They're both throwing punches, they've even agreed to it on video. But kicking a guy in the head when he's already getting Harambe slammed isn't very fair. I could be wrong, could have just been a glitch, but I don't really think it was. They also snagged Charlie's phone and held it hostage and got into his Instagram account.
You're gonna get in the ring with me. Oh, you're not gonna get this phone. I'm gonna sell it, dude. If you don't want to go in the ring with me, you're not gonna get your phone.
But see, you can't just jump Charlie. That won't shut him up. You gotta beat the shithead fair and square. And even that might not even do it. But at least that way you're not stooping to his level. Jumping Charlie in the street is just gonna make the fucker more paranoid and erratic. Beating his ass in the gym like Dijon did is nice and legal, and also gives you something to throw in his face when he claims to be the champion.
Let's go, Charlie. Finish it, Charlie. Finish. You got 30 seconds time.
He's not even hitting you.
No.
Broken nose.
Charlie wasted no time in claiming this fight with Tempo as a win, obviously. He's right about one thing, he did land a lot of punches, but he's way more messed up in the end. Anyway, my current disappointment can only really be blamed on myself. That's what I get for being retarded and actually having expectations for a decent scrap. Once Charlie healed up, he hit the gym and found another person to sucker punch. He got lucky this time. One day he's gonna pick the wrong Chan. Another CZ news, Milo Ponderosa is declared the hater of the month. It was an easy decision after listening to his phone call with the champ. There's some mildly entertaining stuff in there. Full link in the description.
Those were bullshit rabbit punches that didn't have any effect. He got up right away. Hey, Charlie.
What do you mean random punches, you fucking
Dude,
cocksucker?
you ran away from him, you little bitch.
That's a street fight, you idiot.
It was a street fight, but you ran away. You ran away like a little girl.
No, I didn't.
Yep.
That was a victory dance.
That was That's a victory dance, huh?
Charlie also suffered a breakup over the holidays. Alex left him. Possibly beat the shit out of him, it's hard to tell. Charlie won't show his face. Because of this, Alex is widely considered the undisputed UBF champ. No fight footage needed. Sorry, I couldn't find any pictures of Alex, and it's not really relevant because Charlie's just going to continue to claim he's undefeated. So it's not necessarily that important. That's the tale of the tape, boys. So in regard to the Genovaverse, I briefly mentioned Jason getting trolled during my last video, but he didn't really give any context on the situation. Well, a few trolls, or I mean fans, reached out to Jason about a month ago and told him that they were producers and agents for Lucasfilms. They were interested in giving Jason a part in the next Star Wars film.
Friend Thomas knows Natalie Portman. They used to go to school together, and that's how they met. So back before she was famous, They're going to be coming here and seeing me in my house with 2 bodyguards, and we're going to be hanging out. We're going to be going to the beach, doing things, having a lot of fun, giving a shout out to Thomas. Check out his IG. I'll put that in the bio. I just want to talk about we're going to the beach, the movies, out to dinner, have a lot of fun, and be prepared for this is going to happen, man. He knows her. She's coming. I'm going to get her number. It's sick. It's piss. Peace out, boy.
They contacted him over Instagram. The funny thing about Jason is he's actually really good at responding to people. He's going to try and scam money off you, but he'll answer you. On a side note, I've actually noticed a lot of really good quality MENTS are now coming from other areas besides YouTube, most notably Instagram, which worries me in the long run because Instagram has a horrible reporting policy. Basically, anything can be taken down by anyone. Anyway, the trolls behind the great movie fiasco of 2018 were actually pretty skilled in their mission. Not only did Jason make a few videos about them, but they actually made it onto the podcast.
What's your what is your job title at Disney?
I'm an assistant producer for the upcoming Star Wars.
Okay.
And I was actually a part of the Star Wars episode 8.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt, but this sounds exactly like Flex Lewis.
Isn't there a height requirement to be a stormtrooper? They all look pretty tall in the movie.
Always can put platform shoes.
Platform shoes.
Jason, you'd be a piss trooper.
They also got Jason to buy a bunch of props, blowing his allowance. I'm sure Goblin Game Jane wasn't very happy about that.
Please help me, guys, with my mom, the situation with my mom. I'm having fights with my mom right now. I need help with mom, some gas money or whatever you got or whatever you can do. Can you please help me out?
I'm not quite sure how they managed to get Jason's Instagram account, but they only had it briefly. They gave it back to him only after they ordered 66 to one of their friends. I feel like that was the end goal of the whole month-long troll.
Fans, I'm sorry for what I did. You were all right. I know I believe stupid shit sometimes I shouldn't believe. Apologize. I'm back in my accounts. I'm good. I'm sorry for what I did, fans.
Kids will be kids. The Misfits also started a Patreon for people who wanted to donate for extra content. I don't really see anything wrong with it. Fuck, I have a Patreon. But the way Brad was explaining it, it kind of came off like they were putting their content behind a paywall, which is different than just accepting pledges from supporters. I don't know what exactly their plans were for it, but I can see why people were pissed. And after Brad got BTFO'd about it from the viewers, they just axed the whole thing. Speaking of viewers, I guess a few people seen Lenny's live stream this week. I personally missed it, but I heard it had more fudge packing than an unsupervised sleepover at the Charlie's Chocolate Factory. And if you're wondering, yes, that was a butt sex reference.
Don't hate me, goddess. Please don't say it. Don't hate me, goddess. Say it loud. Don't hate me, goddess. I love you. I worship you. Bitch. Yeah, goddess. Yeah. Please come on and look at your face. Oh, yeah.
On to the last fish in the piss aquarium. Big Rab. See, the one thing about Team Humanity is there's no rest. Fresh off his beef with Jay Masteroni, he locked onto Jason Blaha.
Blaha, you're here with Big Rob. You know exactly who I am. That's right, Big Rob Fitness, Team Humanity. You seen the video I put out on you, buddy. You are truly a sick person. You're a disgrace to Americans.
Rob has known about Jason Blaha for a while, but I don't think he actually knew him. I'm assuming some outstanding member of Team Humanity sent Rob some old footage of Blaha, and it caused him to go full Iranian nuclear program on him.
You're putting out 3 to 4 videos a day, and it's not to help no one but yourself. Your pocket, that's all you care about. You do not care about this country. You do not care about people.
See this, like, I completely condone this. This kind of stuff has some potential.
Coach, what's your opinion on Big Rob Fitness talking trash? All right, this is being asked in my comments a lot, and this is really about on par with you guys making jokes about Jason Genova. Just absurdity that, again, trolls have manipulated this guy into believing because he's an easy target for them. And honestly, it's not funny. It really isn't, guys. And anyone who's standing there continuing that, you're essentially making fun of people who are suffering from handicaps and drawing them into drama and nonsense. And if you think that that's appropriate, I really have to question your own values as a human being. All right, next question.
I personally have like a soft spot for anime crossovers. Big Rob also stumbled upon my video, which is arguably becoming my favorite part of making videos. A troll loves a reaction. And well, I'm actually completely surprised here. See, Blaha blocked me from commenting on his channel. Charlie Zelenoff blocked me on everything. Profit Muscle, same thing but a lot more dramatic. Oh, and by the way, I'm not a troll. I'm a journalist. Ask Damon. It's funny how these pseudo tough guys act, eh? Big Rob though, he took it like a champ. Watched the video, didn't block me, nothing. Just keeps doing his thing. Same as Jesse, same as Jason. They just keep on going, and that's great. I don't want anyone to stop. These guys are fucking hilarious. A village needs all kinds, and this channel isn't about exposing people. We're just here to have some laughs. Speaking of laughs, so the inevitable happened. Jason and Moon Cookie broke up, and it seemed like your standard breakup at first, but then it got sour. I'll cover the basics, but if you want all the juicy leaks, like Moon Cookie's Q&A and the fine details, I'll have to point you to Shadow Man's recent series. He's the residential YouTube expert in the Blaha department. I know quite a bit, but Christ, the guy knows a little bit more. But regardless, I'll give you the crash course. So there were a lot of rumors regarding Jason's relationship. There are even pictures of Jason with another woman floating around. Our boy Hemingway, wasting no time. Eventually it came out that Moon Cookie and Jason were basically just friends for months now, and the girl that Jason was seen with was actually Moon Cookie's friend. So in layman terms, Moon Cookie tried to pawn Jason off on her friend. It didn't really benefit her though, because Jason, being the cuck he is, just latched onto his new girlfriend and morphed into whatever he thinks she wants. See, his first wife was a vegan, so Jason became vegan. I'm pretty sure Moon Cookie was a gun enthusiast who wasn't vegan. She was also into dyeing hair. Jason followed suit. Now this new chick, she's religious. So Blaha obviously becomes a reborn again Christian. Fucking soulless. Right after he latched onto his new chick, he gave Moon Cookie the boot, changed the locks, kicked her out. This is where the piss gets a little murky, because you actually can't tell who's telling the truth. Because, well, they're both lying sacks of shit, so the truth is somewhere in the middle. Not to mention, when Moon Cookie was kicked out, she wasted no time capitalizing on the situation. She opened up an Instagram account solely for asking questions and shilling her GoFundMe. One of the bigger surprises was we also had a return from CopperTop22. He went on Fitmisk and explained his whole side of the story. They verified it was him by asking him to upload a picture of a spoon on his personal Facebook. He hadn't worried, they'd see it. And they did. I've said this before, but those guys at Fitmisk are on point. CopperTop basically just confirmed what a lot of people already thought about Jason, that he was strange, socially awkward dude with an insecurity complex. Nothing really new. Another thing that came out during the Moon Cookie leaks that makes a lot of sense is that Jason's on gear. This is my personal speculation, but I think Jason's blasting trend right now. That bicep bulge is from dirty gear. Not to mention everybody knows Blaha's extreme cutting ability. I bet Trend and TRT can make a pretty decent combo. And the last thing I want to address is the current infighting in the deepest corners of this community.
What the fuck is going on in the fucking maniac world that you cocksuckers are fighting amongst yourselves and not being supportive of the fucking Misfits? Without us, you don't exist. You're just trolls in a universe that doesn't give a fuck about you. So if you're not willing to listen to what Big J has to say, you need to fucking unfollow me and go fuck yourself. Because I'm telling you what, I'm in control of this situation. And if you trolls think you're in control of this situation, you're gonna go by the wayside.
See, I'm only gonna say this once. Do what you gotta do. Screw Jay. This is way bigger than him. No single man, even one as swollen and greasy as Lord Emperor Jay, can contain the piss troopers. No one can. I've covered this before, people. This community is a creature of its own. The real hardcores aren't in it for the power. I fear Jay has forgotten the ways.
You maniacs have let me down. You're fighting amongst yourselves about this Patreon thing, about Lenny sucking dick and swallowing cum from a black man, and you've lost your eye on the prize. You're letting people fucking get away with fucking murder. We got people on this goddamn channel claiming to be proud Arab Americans, threatening people's jobs, and you cocksuckers can't even make them fucking concede.
You can't just rely on the continual trolling of Big Rab for content, especially when you hardly put any content out yourself. Jay's got to remember, we're here for one thing and one thing only, the MENT. And well, if we don't get them, we might just end up making them. See you guys next upload.